So I am currently in Vietnam trying to build a business from my bedroom. I'm 35 years old, so come along for the journey and let's see how far we can take this business and see if we can build it up to be what people consider as a digital nomad. Welcome to the office. The good thing about this space is it has a big window. And that's pretty much the only good thing about it. So I hope you enjoy this journey and enjoy these series because we are about to build a business together. So for those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Kent and I moved to Vietnam 9 months ago to give myself financial, not freedom, but more financial room is the best way to describe it. So what I do is I am a recruiter, headhunter. It goes by many different names. What I do, my job is to help companies find people and I charge them a fee to do so. So that's what I do. That's the business that we are trying to build here in Vietnam. So I'm actually going to go and get some money out now, the thing that I need more of. So here's a little bit of context. I have been doing this job for 10 years now and I've always worked for someone. 2 years ago, I decided to set up my own business and try and build it whilst living in Dubai, which was too difficult. It was extremely expensive and there was just too many outgoings to be able to build a business with zero investment. So this is all done from my own money, from my own savings. So that's why it's got to work. All right, let's get some money out. We always come to VP Bank just because it gives you the highest amount that you can withdraw in one transaction, which is 5 million. And it doesn't charge you anything either. So if you ever come to Vietnam, VP Bank is the one you want to go to. Card will always come first, remember that. The notes will be retained after. Got the money. All right, let's go. So we have the money. Now let's talk a little bit more about the business that I do because it can mean a big thing. It can mean many different things, recruitment. So what I do is I look for businesses that need to hire people. And what I do is I convince them that it will save them time, save them money if they use my services because I essentially take away all of that frustration of trying to hire people. And that is what my job is to do. Now, I honestly believe anyone can do it. If you are confident and you are able to talk to people, then anyone can do this job. So it's a business that can be built by anyone. And for the last 10 years, I've always worked for someone, but this time I'm doing it for myself and I'm doing it so I can travel the world. And hopefully, if it all goes well, we might be able to actually move this into a full-time career in terms of content creating as well. Because over the last few weeks, especially on TikTok, I've had more and more people ask me, how do I get into the recruitment or talent field? So that's what's this. That is what inspired me to make this vlog, this video. So we're gonna go back and do a bit of work, and then we need to go pick up Aoife as well. So we'll do that. But we're in Da Nang at the moment, and it is hot, people. It is hot. So we've come back from getting money, and we're back in the office. And as you all know, the office is my bedroom. We have to make do with what we've got. That's what I've realised. No fancy offices just yet. This is the setup. Nothing fancy, but I do like sometimes working from the iPad because I have this cool gadget thing for my phone that allows me to keep it to the side. So that's cool. So whilst we wait for Aoife to finish, we do have some clients that we're going to be working with. Now, one thing that I didn't say is in recruitment, it's always better to be specialized in a certain area. You know, that could be tech, that could science, life science, it could be fintech. For me, I focus on interior design and architecture for the Middle East and Southeast Asia. So I do work in Dubai mainly and Thailand. But we've just opened up an entity in London. So we are going to be focusing on the UK and European market as well. So here's what we're going to do. We have a client. She needs interior designers, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to hunt for interior designers. And I do that through LinkedIn and through the network that I've been able to build up over the past couple of years. So I'll come back to you when we found some interior designers. Now, the only drawback about trying to build a recruitment business is you as a person has to be heavily involved in building this business. It's not a digital product, it's very hands-on. However, you can be hands-on from anywhere in the world, but it does require time. Because you'll see a lot of these people on YouTube that talk about building an automated business that runs itself. You can do that for recruitment, but only 50% of it. That's the only part that you can automate. So just bear that in mind, that if you are looking to get into recruitment, to build, to be a nomad, you will always be required to have some kind of presence in that business, unless you want to grow an empire and then you just give out tasks to people and you sit back and let that happen. For me, that's not what I want to do. I want to build a lifestyle business that works around me. So I'm happy to invest the time. But if you're not, and you're just looking for a digital product, then recruitment is definitely not going to be for you. That's just my advice. All right, so we are now going to go and pick up Aoife from the kindergarten. She's been at this kindergarten for 4 months now, I think. It's a nice place. Down a nice street. Have a look at that. Not bad, right? Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hello. Yeah, people here are super friendly. And then after this, we are going to go for the best chicken that I've ever tasted. Not only in Vietnam, but my entire life. It is so good. It is so good. They fry it in some kind of sauce. So I was thinking that if I could go back 10 months and give myself some advice about coming to Southeast Asia, what would it be? And I think the one thing that I was thinking about is mopeds and motorbikes out here. If you come here and rent a motorbike, before you rent it, firstly, check to see if there's any leaks. Secondly, take it for a test drive and test the brakes at different speeds. And thirdly, the issue that I had was the side mirrors. They wasn't fixed in properly. So when I would be driving, the side mirrors would move and it would be impossible to be able to see what was behind me, and it become an absolute nightmare to be able to see who's going past me or what's going on behind me. The other one would be always make sure if you're ordering pho, especially here in Vietnam, make sure that it is piping hot when you get it, because I've heard about people get extreme food poisoning from being served pho that is kind of warm. So those are the 3 things that I would tell myself if I was going to come back out here, if I could go back in time. Oh, look at this little, I don't know what they are. You see, look. In nets. How cool is that? But we're next to this huge, in England we'd call it an allotment. You got vegetables. These are like banana trees, so it is a little bit different than what it's like being in the UK. But that's what I was thinking about last night. Those are the things that I would want to tell myself if I could go back in time. Nature's a whole different level out here. It is nice. So here is that chicken place that you've all been highly waiting for, even though that most of you are not even in this city. But here it is. This is the chicken here. So here it is, look at this for a dish. That is the best chicken you will ever taste in your life. So that place is the best chicken I've ever had in my life. It is absolutely amazing. And now I think it's time to go home and carry on doing a little bit of work because you haven't finished up for the day.